Do you like scary movies? Well, let's talk rock and roll horror films next on the Tim True Tone Talk Show. It's the Tim True Tone Talk Show. It's the Tim True Tone Talk Show. It's the Tim True Tone Talk Show. So let's talk about rock. Let's talk rock, yeah, rock. Well, alrighty then. We got our frighteningly fresh drink to enjoy by the holy day. And we got plenty of movies to talk about between now and then that you guys should feast your eyes upon. So we'll have an honorable mention to our top 5 here. I guess it probably should be in the top 5, but we'll substitute it with what eventually is the 5th pick. We'll just say it's because Dave Grohl's in the doghouse right now. So for pick number 666, we'll have Studio 666, Foo Fighters, modern classic, I guess. I mean, it's not really much of a classic, but it's still, it's a good little movie to watch, kill some time. It's got a good cast. It's got, Will Forte and Whitney Cummings and Jeff Garlin in it. Lionel Richie is in it as well, very briefly. It's just kind of funny. I'm sure most of you have already seen that scene, but it's a good little film. It's just sad that Taylor Hawkins passed so quickly after it was released, It's just kind of spooky. Ooh. But speaking of spooky, the next film here on our countdown was spooky in the fact that it cost $8 million to produce, and it originally grossed less than $40,000 at the box office when it came out. It's called Rock and Rule, and it has a pretty good cast as far as the soundtrack goes. It's got Debbie Harry and Lou Reed and Earth, Wind, and Fire and Iggy Pop as part of the soundtrack. The whole plot of the movie is basically they find this girl whose voice they think can summon the devil or whatever, and they try to make it happen. And maybe they do, maybe they don't. You should watch the movie and see what happens for yourself. I just noticed, though, I'm looking at the Wikipedia page here. I see that maybe Catherine O'Hara had something to do with it, which is pretty cool. Shout out to our favorite horror comedy girl. I didn't mean to accidentally highlight the rest of the page. I'm stupid, if you don't know. But, so next on the countdown here, our famous Tim True Tone horror movie countdown. You ever seen this movie? Check out the cast on that, dude. Look at the top up there. If you're a rock and roll nerd, dude, there's some pretty good names in there. Got Henry Rollins, got Alice Cooper, got Iggy Pop, you got Alex Lifeson, you got Moby. I've said this before, but I was not a Moby fan when I was a kid, but I totally get it now, dude. Shout out to you, Moby. You're smart. When I was younger, I was like, what is this bald guy doing on TRL? I want to watch Limp Bizkit. Seriously. I was like, give me Christina Aguilera shaking them hips, or Let me get my preteen rage. Don't even think I was a teenager yet. It's like, what's Moby doing? But Moby like has that cerebral rage, and he does things totally different. But he's really smart, dude. Shout out to Moby, even though I'm totally not vegan. Sorry, bro. And then did we already say that Alex Lifeson's in this movie, dude? It might be brief, but Rush fans, I mean, you guys are like all Rush everything, dude. So if you haven't seen this, if you're a Rush fan, go watch this or you suck. But I don't know. This movie's all right. It's pretty good. You got to just kind of hang with it sometimes. It's funny. Malcolm McDowell is hilarious in it with his like vampire hunting or whatever that's going on. He's in the next film on this countdown too. I guess we'll just go ahead and Sieg. Whoa, hold up. It's Tim from the future here. Just wanted to say I forgot to mention that Dimitri from Burning Brides is in that movie Suck. Burning Brides, great band, had a time, didn't necessarily get their due. I saw them open up for A Perfect Circle in 2004. You should go listen to A Perfect Circle like spring ish 2004 tour dates, and you will hear at a certain point, I think it's when they play Magdalena, I think is when they bring Dimitri from Burning Brides out. But don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure. Anyway, A Perfect Circle, great band to listen to for Halloween, dude. I mean, Murder the album covers orange and black. So, I mean, there you go. Anyway, back to your regularly scheduled programming. Countdown to, I guess we'll just go ahead and Sieg right on into it. Um, it's called American Devil Man. I'm scared to say the real title because it's like, there are other countries that like believe this to be a thing, and it's like, I'm like, it's just the title of a movie, bro, a really good movie, but it's like a rock and roll Faustian tale, and it's got some modern rock stars in it. It's got the Black Veil Brides guy, even though he doesn't actually sing in it. They've got some other person that sings in the songs in the movie. The band in the movie sing. I don't know. The singer sounds more like Gerard Way or something than like what Andy does in his band, which I don't really listen to. I do listen to My Chemical Romance. I got my My Chemical Romance shirt on here, Black Parade. It matches my beer because it's purple. So that's cool, you know. Us adults know how to have fun too. Adults, I'm totally not. I'm incapable, absolutely incapable. But so this movie, while we're on the topic of it, it has a TV show that was like a sequel to it or whatever. That it should have had a second season already, but the guy Cameron Boyce, I think his name is, he was like a Disney actor or whatever, and this was like one of his like breakout adult roles, and he really stole the show in my opinion. But he didn't make it past season 1, which at the end of the series, I guess, because I don't know if they're ever gonna do a season 2 at this point. Uh, you see, there's a picture of him, like, hanging out with all the rest of the bands and the crew and stuff for the show. It's really kind of sad, but at least he got his moment like that. But yeah, you should go watch Paradise City, and you should watch this one because it kind of sets you up for Paradise City. Um, Vicky Valancourt from The Waterboy, she's in the Paradise City part of it. What's her name? what is her name? Fayruza Balk, dude. Yeah. See, I got the wiki up here. Fayruza, dude. She showed me her boobies and I liked them too. Mm. But before Timmy's wrong again here, let's keep moving with the countdown. If you guys haven't seen this, I guess this officially clocks in at number 2 in the countdown. I'm not even sure where we're at anymore. I guess we're just talking. None of these really matter, like ranking wise. You should watch them all. And if you have a favorite rock and roll horror movie or any movie you think I should watch, really, especially if it has to do with rock and roll or horror, put it in the comments. And since you got a nice view of my hat right here, I do have a spread shop, timtruetone.spreadshop.com. I guess maybe tim-truetone.spreadshop.com. That's probably it. But there's some cool stuff up there, dude. I design all my stuff myself. It's getting to be the winter months. Go get you hoodie or sweatshirt or something. Send me a picture of you rocking my stuff, man. We're growing here. We're growing, not showing. That's right, dude. I'm in my Sergeant Pepper's era. But we'll get back to playing live soon. Once it's worth it. It's so expensive to go play to make $10. It's just, why would I? Seriously, why would I? Anyway, enough about me. Have we talked about Deathgasm yet? I think we talked about Deathgasm. Um, Go watch it. It's cool. And it reminds me of this. There's this other show called Todd and the Book of Pure Evil. It's not really a movie, it's a show. But it's 2 seasons and it's really funny, dude. The guy who plays the principal or whatever, that's like always trying to get Todd in trouble, he cracks me up, man. It's so funny. But last but not least, this movie was filmed in the great state of North Carolina, in the Wilmington area. Uh, it was filmed at 2 different high schools over that way, neither of which was Laney High, where Michael Jordan went to school. I actually went to middle school right across the street from where Michael Jordan went to high school for a few months, and I got in trouble. That was when I started smoking cigarettes, and I got in the wrong crowd and stuff. Um, so shout out to Wilmington, dude. Wilmington, long legacy of rock and roll and stuff, I guess. Maybe when they originally made this movie Trick or Treat in 1986 or whatever, they opened up some sort of like demonic temptational portal or something for us youth out there in Wilmington. But this is a great movie. You guys should watch it. It's in my opinion too, just like plot wise, it holds your attention the best out of them all, and it's really funny. It's really well put together. It was done in the 80s too, when you know it was really a labor of love to make a film. Not to say that any of these other films aren't labors of love. Obviously, anyone who creates is doing it because they love it. At least you would hope, right? But this one's just awesome, dude. Ozzy plays a preacher in it. He has a very small role, but he pops in, and then at the very end, if you hang through the credits, he has another like 2 second joke for you in there. So shout out to Ozzy. He's getting inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame here in a couple days, which is really cool. I don't have HBO, so I can't watch the ceremony, but I'll be listening to some Ozzy records as I always do for sure. I also I didn't even plan to speak about this, but if you don't know already, my punny demo album Diarrhea of a Madman is also up here on the YouTubes. I listened back to it recently And I think everything I'm like pretty okay with recording wise on it, except I noticed on the one song hit record, um, I either messed up when I mixed it or I don't know, something happened. And it's like, that's the only one that I think doesn't necessarily sound that great. Everything else is like passable for a demo. But if I had to do it over again, I probably would have re recorded, hit record, ironically. Maybe if I had someone to hit record instead of trying to do it all myself, could have been a bit more organized. It's hard, you know? It ain't easy being teasy, baby. But y'all take it easy, and we'll see ya on the next one, whenever that may be. Tim True Tone talk shows are on Saturday mornings, which is when you'll be seeing this. And on Wednesdays, sometimes we talk Nirvana. But otherwise, you're here for my music, right? Originals and covers. Check them out. They're there. There's plenty of them. Peace.
It's the Tim True Tone Talk Show. It's the Tim True Tone Talk Show. It's the Tim True Tone Talk Show. So let's talk about rock.